Guys, have you ever seen a rich or successful person and go, wow, that person is so lucky, he or she is so lucky. And we make success or luck feel at random or based on chance. But what if I told you guys that luck isn't just about being at the right place at the right time? It is about what you do before you even get there. So that is why today I would love for us to talk on how luck lies at the intersection of preparation and opportunity, and how you can create your own luck as well. But first, before we get into today's video, I would love to touch on something that we as a society, or I feel we as a society, tend to downplay. That would be people's sacrifices, people's hard work, resilience, consistency, and endurance. And I feel if we're able to see things from the proper lens, then we would view success and luck differently. Success or luck is not random, it's never random. That person that you think, oh, it's because he or she knows this person, it's because they came from a wealthy family. Even if they came from a wealthy family, it appears as luck, but there's someone in that family that has paid the price and has gone through the process. There is no such thing as luck, because luck is not something that happens by chance or picks just certain people. Luck is something that you actually prepare for, so you'll be able to recognize the opportunity should it arise. So let's get right into today's video. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, welcome. There are lots and lots of content for you to go through on my channel to get conversant with my content and I. So let's get right into today's video. First, I would love for us to redefine luck. Luck, as we all know it, is not some magical force that picks or chooses winners. No, luck is where preparation meets opportunity. Because think about it, opportunities are limitless, but of what use are they if we're not able to recognize them? And on the other hand, preparation without action, or preparation without the awareness of opportunity, also doesn't lead us anywhere. So we need both of them. And that is why I would love for us to touch on the role of preparation. What is preparation? Preparation, in one word, is the foundation of success, because preparation is all about building your skill, your mindset, and the knowledge you need to be able to recognize these opportunities when they arise. Take, for example, someone who is hoping for their dream job and they get to have an interview. That interview is the opportunity. Now, based on this interview, it is up for that person to build their skill and be able to be prepared, because if they don't, they lose the opportunity. And that is why I said it is very important for us to understand what luck really is, because knowing there's an opportunity is one thing, recognizing the opportunity is another thing, and then being prepared for the opportunity is a different thing entirely. So we need all of this. We need to understand and learn all of this, so we don't make certain statements or have certain mindsets regarding greatness, success, and wealth. How do we prepare? The first thing you can do for yourself is to educate yourself. I feel this goes without saying. As I would always say, it is very important for you to chase ignorance, and there are so many paths at which we are ignorant to. Me speaking to you today, there are so many things I'm ignorant to. That is why we have to keep learning. Learning is a continuous thing. So it is important to educate yourself regardless of your desired field, goal, passion. It is very important to know what that is all about, what it entails, what it requires of you, what it requires from you, what it's all about. You have to educate yourself. Another thing will be networking and building relationships. I feel this goes without saying, because knowing the right people, being in the right community, having the right associations could open you to so much opportunities if you're prepared. Because like it or not, preparation or luck is not something, or opportunities is not something that it picks and chooses. Oh no, you came from a rich background. Yes, sometimes there are biases like that in our world, but our world as a whole doesn't work that way. If you're not prepared, when the opportunity comes, regardless of if your mind is in the right place, you're a kind person, you're a compassionate person, if you're not meeting up to the standard, the opportunity goes on to someone who is more prepared. So we've got to work on our mindset that it has something to do with you being a good person, It has nothing to do with you being someone of integrity. If you're not prepared, the opportunity will simply pass you to the next person who is prepared. So now let's talk about how we can recognize these opportunities, because unfortunately, opportunity is not something that presents itself as an opportunity that once you see an opportunity, you automatically know that is an opportunity. No. Unfortunately, opportunity often comes disguised as the hard work we're running from, the risks we're running from, and even failure. That is why preparation is what will sharpen your ability to be able to recognize these opportunities when they arise. And a tip I'll leave with you guys with recognizing opportunities would be to be open-minded and to be curious, believing that every challenge or every interaction is leading to something greater. Because let's take athletes, for example. They train for years on years only to play for few minutes or play for minutes. And then when the opportunity arises for them to win, they win. And even if the opportunity doesn't arise, they can create the opportunity. Why? Because this is something that they have relentlessly practiced or prepared for, the game. So that is how life works. You need to be prepared so that when the opportunity comes, because opportunity also is not something that you can plan, or you know that tomorrow an opportunity is coming. It just comes unexpectedly, and that is why we always have to be prepared. Now, let's take for example an actor who has just landed a major role. Now, that opportunity has always been there. There are so many opportunities. That is why they are able to land a major role after consistent auditions and rejections. They finally land a major role because the opportunities has always been there. It was just left for that actor to be resilient, to be consistent, and to be able to get prepared so that once the opportunity comes, they are able to display what they've been able to prepare for. I don't know if that makes sense, because if as an actor you go through so many rejections, so many auditions, and you're not getting prepared because at the end of the day you're being rejected, when that big break finally comes, if you're not able to give them the standard that they require, unfortunately that opportunity will be passed on to the next person. But now, if we say luck is the intersection where opportunity meets preparation, then we should be able to create our luck ourselves, or our opportunities ourselves. And how can we do that? The first would be to set clear goals. It is very important for you to know exactly what you're preparing for, not just going into preparation. What are you preparing for? It is very important to know exactly what you're preparing for. The next thing would be to be consistent. Small daily steps lead to big actions over time. It is very important, no matter how little. And consistency is not in a week, for example, 7 days. You cannot give 100% those 7 days. Consistency is giving 100% on the first day, 50% on the second day, perhaps 100% on the third day, 20% on the fourth day, 75% on the fifth day, and the list goes on. It doesn't necessarily mean you being on your game A1 every time. You just need to do, and this is not to to preach mediocrity. You need to put your best, but your best is not going to look like your best every day. Your best is not going to look the same every day, but you need to be able to put in your best every day. The next would be for you to stay resilient, for you to be able to develop or cultivate that habit, to be able to use your setbacks to refine your preparation. And another thing would be for you to put yourself out there. Like I said, it also falls in the aspect of networking. Put yourself out there, reach out to people, experience new places, experience new things. And that is how you'll be able to create your own luck. Because think about it, the more prepared you are, the more opportunities you'll be exposed to. And the more opportunities you'll be exposed to, the luckier you would get. So it is very important, before you call someone very lucky, someone successful, or whoever, before you call someone very lucky, or before you're quick to judge people by saying, oh, they got that thing by luck, it is very important to remember that there's a hard work that has gone behind the scenes that you're not aware of to be able to prepare them for that moment there. So it is not that, oh, this person was so lucky, they got a call from Beyonce and immediately life changed. No, if that person wasn't able to give Beyonce what she wanted, then that opportunity would be lost. So it is really important that we understand these things and understand how life works, so we don't cheat ourselves also thinking, or with the mindset that, oh, luck is just for successful people, this and this, and then we limit ourselves. Luck is something you can create. Luck is not something that chooses, okay, this person is very beautiful, this person is from a wealthy background. No, luck is where opportunity meets preparation, and you should understand that luck is not random. It is something that you get through consistent efforts, persistence, and awareness. So yeah, guys, I just thought to touch on this topic. But anyways, let's move into what I've been watching this week. What have I been watching this week? The first on my list would be On Call. On Call is a series. You can find it on streaming platforms, not Netflix. Really good, really interesting. Give it a watch. The next would be Landmark. This is a series I always talk about. And guys, to correct myself, last week I said Monty was dead. Monty is a significant character in the series. Monty is Tommy's boss. Just in case you watch it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Last week I said Monty was dead. Monty is not dead. He had a heart attack and had to undergo surgery, and unfortunately he's on time. You know, his leaving is on time because they need a heart transplant. So now Tommy is the president of the oil company, and he was kidnapped by the cartel recently. He was really battered, like beaten, but he was able to escape. So the story, like I said, it just keeps getting progressive, you know, and there's just so much to Landman. I can keep talking about Landman, guys, and I promise I will not give spoilers, you know, because like I said, if you haven't heard me before, sometimes when I get to watch my favorite YouTubers and they're talking about a show that I'm also watching, and peradventure I haven't been able to watch the episode, they get to spoil it for me. So that's why I'll not spoil it for you guys. But guys, they are really interesting. Just give them a watch. The next I've been watching would be SEAL Team. I know this is a very old series. I think it started in 2017 or so, I'm not sure, but I just started and I'm currently on season 2. It's about the military, and yeah, actually guys, this On Call is about the police department. Just as SEAL Team is all about military in the United States, the On Call is all about police department. And for this On Call, speaking about it actually now, it's something really interesting, you know. It's really nice to see the other side to police. Every time we're always saying military films, military movies, TV series, but we don't get to see police, or personally I haven't been able to come across police. So this one revolves around the police, and it is really eye-opening to see the hard work police put into their job. And I know with all the sentiment, the disadvantages, and all other things that comes with the police department, we really have to give it to them, because it is not easy. This moment you are getting a call that a father is molesting his child, the next minute you're seeing two strangers having a domestic violence, you know, the next minute this person is killing this person, you know, the next minute that person is driving and killing an animal. Like there's a lot that police have to go through daily, and it just makes you understand that your normal day, that you're at home, nothing is happening, you go to work, you come back, and everything seems peaceful, you'll be so surprised as to the amount of bad things happening every minute, every second in different parts or different aspects of our communities. But yeah, On Call is about police. Give it a watch. And then this SEAL Team is about the military. Really interesting. And this is one of those series that year that used to have like 20 something episodes. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. You should definitely give it a watch. The next I'll be watching would be Den of Thieves. This is a very old movie. I didn't even know. I thought it was recent, only for me to see that the part 2 just came out, but it's still in cinema, so I haven't been able to watch the part 2. But yeah, Den of Thieves is very interesting. You should give it a watch. But guys, this Den of Thieves, it's very brutal, you know. It involves shooting, violence, and the rest. So some of these movies or TV shows I recommend are violent. So just in case you don't like violent or gruesome scenes, then this is not for you. But aside that, they are really interesting. And then the last I've been watching would be Craven the Hunter. This is also a very brutal and gruesome movie, but not too gruesome, but really interesting. You should give it a watch. And then for what I have been listening to this week, I have added them to my playlist, and I'll keep adding them. It is titled Victoria's Playlist. For you who is new to my channel, or if you're not aware, I have Victoria's Playlist. It is public, you can listen to them. Perhaps you have the same taste in music, or perhaps you come to like my taste in music. It is up for you to listen. It is specially crafted by me for you guys to have a good time and, you know, to have an inside look of what it's like to see life or understand life through my lens using music. But yeah, that is all for this week. But before we go, guys, I would love for us to get into our quote for this week. What's our quote for this week? So our quote for this week would be, stop seeing discipline as a chore. It is a price you pay today to avoid the regret of wishing you had started earlier. And yeah, guys, let me leave you guys with these encouraging facts or encouraging words. And thank you once more for joining me on today's video. If you haven't liked this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I make a post or drop a post. Subscribe, share this video to your friends, your loved ones, your social media platforms. You know, if this video resonates with you, please just share it and help spread awareness. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next week.